relationships are consistently being tested. And also, we get a nice little, something from MLK who reminds us that we are Black and beautiful. So stay tuned, you guys.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Tryna take my man, see I don't need that. So don't play yourself when my girl's at. From the front to back, where you feeling that?
What's going on, y'all? This is a nice little throw
Harlem
back.
Shake.
Oh my God.
Okay, wait, but
I used to do Harlem Shake all the time.
waiting on it.
I can't do it right now, but yeah. Yo, I love this song.
Yeah.
I used to like dance with my friends and stuff in the mirror because I have man problems at 10 years old, okay?
Right.
What's going on, y'all? This is the Star After Show, and we are blasting this music for y'all, okay? And I am joined here with my co-host. I am your lead host, Ivanna Williams. What's going on?
Yes, what's up? I am Shawna O, and you know what? I've been waiting for y'all because I gotta talk.
And I'm Raquel Harris, and clearly you can see where my girls are at. Sit at the panel for the Star After
Right
Show.
here,
And
dog. I'm Jill Munroe. Hey. Hey.
Okay, right.
And speaking of 702, they're actually coming out with a reunion tour, so that's
Right.
amazing.
It makes sense that we hear them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mila, Irish, and
Ooh, yeah, can you
I don't
name
remember.
Oh, see, no, you gotta get all of them. You can do it.
Irish,
It's the
We're counting on you, Jill.
Mila, Irish. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll Google
I can't
it.
remember.
See, now,
You know what?
My
The chat
God.
got us. Chat, help
Yes.
us out. I know you guys got Shout us. out to the chat. You
Our
guys,
producer got us too.
Yeah.
I see he's
I'm
typing it too.
in the chat, but I can't log in to type back to you guys, but I'm in there. So if you have something to say something.
Yes.
You know, we like
All right.
talking to you guys
Watching you.
always.
Yes, and you all, we were a little behind because we had technical difficulties, but we are here, and I want to let you all know what we're talking about today. Cotton and her son, Andy, and he's still trying to process some things we got going on. Quincy, oh my God, it's a miracle.
Derek.
Okay. Yes, Derek. Also Quincy.
And the
Okay.
grandma is tripping.
Yeah,
Ruby
she is.
on one.
Ruby is
So-
she always on one.
Yeah, she's on a few.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Bottle always in hand.
So what were y'all's overall thoughts about the episode?
I was just kind of honestly, this is my favorite episode so far.
Yeah.
I loved it. There was a lot of reveals and a lot of new people.
the flow of this episode.
Yes.
It
And
was well written.
the
all
old
that.
school Andy's song was bomb, and I liked the sample from MLK. That was cute.
I like that we weren't in the shop or in Midtown Records. I like that we actually were out of doors and out of the neighborhood.
Crazy. We just said that
Yeah.
last show. We were like, we need to see them get out of Atlanta, and hey,
They did that.
They're
They went to a
in
college campus.
Tallahassee.
And brought a little drama.
Okay, for your mama.
So first, I definitely want to get Cotton. I want to discuss that because. So, we saw in the last episode, the mother of the son stops by and she's like, yo, I'm looking for Arnold. And it's like, I mean, I'm not necessarily Arnold, but like, I'm who you looking for. I felt so bad because the whole conversation, like at the top of the episode, when, the mother of the son was just not accepting her. She's like, our son wanted to meet his father, not whatever it is that you are. And I was like,
Burn.
I'll be here better than half the men that you probably would.
Hello?
Okay.
Probably, but come on, to be fair, and I remember I said this last week, I wasn't sure if she actually, knew that Cotton was Arnold. That has got to be a shocking thing to confront. And, not that it's okay. You're going to go through a range of emotions in that moment. So obviously Cotton took it in stride because they ended up being able to have a civil conversation, but
yeah, obviously, I mean, whenever somebody is transitioning, family and friends and others do transition around them as well. But that's my only point it was just sad considering the fact that I understand the mother of the son. I don't want to keep calling her mother son like baby mama.
Keisha,
yes. Was shocked, but like the transphobia wasn't necessary. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm
she didn't have to
saying.
be rude. She didn't have to be rude,
y'all,
regardless if that's.
I know, but in real life, right? And I'm not, again, no, it's not okay to treat someone like this. But 7 years you haven't seen your child's father, and again, you were sleeping with this individual, and now their true self comes to light, and if you didn't have a clue, you might not take.
That's fine. No, I totally get it. It's just, it's just really sad.
But I feel like even though you haven't seen them for 7 years, it doesn't give you the right to be disrespectful because you may not understand what they are and who they are today. I mean, people change, literally in several different ways,
physically,
right? And for Cotton, that was the way that she changed. And if you can't get down with that, that doesn't mean that you are hurtful. You just, if you don't understand, ask questions instead of making strong, blatant statements.
Yes,
right. I was going to say I have to agree with Jill just because I know for a fact that the initial reaction is not always the best reaction, and I feel she even handled it better than she could have. Like, she really could have gotten violent. People get violent with trans people all the time. She didn't
use any profanity.
She really, it just seemed like she was really in shock, and she just left out. And I think that's left done. Maybe she was. Do you guys think she was in love? I mean, she was.
We don't know yet.
She was in love with something.
She was looking like, "Where are you? Like, what? I want you back." So I don't know.
I would be confused if, because you're like, did I miss signs? What happened? Like, questions and again, we don't know how they ended. Maybe Arnold dogged her out. Maybe Arnold was a player for a minute. We don't know.
Well, yeah, and then I felt bad too whenever Miss Bruce opened her mouth, and then Cassie over here like, well, you got a kid out there basically, and Cotton's like, yo, what the hell, Miss Bruce? And then what did she say to her? She's like, oh, stop being a bitch and man up. And I was just like,
that scene was funny. Cassie was like, man up, and Bruce was like, you don't got to say all that. No. Considering the circumstances.
I'm glad that Cotton and Miss Bruce are able to joke about those types of things, though. And it's nice to see that they're in a comfortable space with people that they feel comfortable with to joke about it. And I don't know. I think sometimes it's good to have that type of dialogue in conversations because sometimes you have to find the light from something that can be dark all the time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. What else were some of y'all's thoughts on Cotton and...
Cotton, not so much. Andy took a total turn for me.
Well, we'll go to that. I just wanted to discuss Cotton because we didn't see a whole lot about Cotton, but it was still very pivotal, I think, in the episode as much as,
Yeah.
Okay, well, my last thoughts on Cotton were, I wonder if inside she's like, man, like, should I try to present myself to my son as a man? Like, to try to give him some type of... Is she saying, like, you know what, let me just go ahead and just jump right in? I really like that she is thinking about it. She is not considering just being like, oh, well, like, I'm living a different lifestyle. I don't want any kids. She's really jumping in and accepting the role.
Well, in this case, I mean, she can't really say, I don't want any kids, because, like, well, now you're going to be put on child support. Like, this child is yours.
Some people are okay with that.
You can't run from it.
I'll be the monetary.
It did seem like at the end, they kind of made up some when they had the conversation at the table. Cotton said, some things changed, but not everything, because Cotton still had her sense of humor and stuff, like what you alluded to, Raquel. Like, they still, joke around. So... It's difficult because the child is 7, you said?
Yeah.
The child is
Jaden,
7.
His name is Jaden.
Yeah, so this is going to be a long process, but I mean, it's a shocker for all of us, but I'm interested in exploring it some more, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah, speaking of exploring, we just definitely want to explore some conversations, and we have a live read for you all before we get into the next topic.
Yes, if you want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life, for those who do, we got a podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. So that's every Friday. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life. From health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more. Let our Maria be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. Be sure to rate and comment when you do. Let Maria know that we, the Star Panel, sent you there.
Your favorite.
Exactly. Ow. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Check it out.
All right.
Yes.
I think, honestly, we're going to save Andy and all his shenanigans for the end. Like, I want to end that one. I'm so sorry. Because I want to discuss Derek, too. Like, we have to discuss Derek. And he's getting very, very close with a physical therapist. This one looks real and genuine, you guys.
What's her name?
I forgot. I knew it last week. I can't
She's
remember.
not
Something with
relevant.
an M.
She's not relevant?
She's not. Sorry.
Why?
She helped inspire him to walk. What do you
He
mean?
walking now.
But he was already moving them toes before Alex left.
He was. But he said she helped him. He wanted to show her. Yeah.
Well, she was paid to do so. So I mean,
Right, and
Indeed.
but she is right. But he is so vulnerable right now. He's looking towards anybody and anything, running away from his grandmother, running away from Alex.
I totally
He's
agree.
looking for a romantic connection right now with
exactly because Alex already had a rebound, and so now he needs a rebound to fix his problems. And then when they break up, they'll be right back together.
But he is talking to her as if she's not a rebound, and he's continually talk about Alex.
Mariella is her name. Shout out to
thank you.
Shout out to Makeup by Maya in the chat. Thank you for that.
Sean C says she's a snake.
I mean, I think something is shading, and I'm going to tell you, when Miss Ruby got the phone call about the check, I don't think Miss Ruby would be the one to be taking Derek's check. So that kind of raised a couple of flags for me, but we're going to see.
I mean, Miss Ruby's an alcoholic, and I don't trust alcoholics.
Right.
So.
Indeed, but I don't know.
It's right after that comment he made about, as soon as I get my money, I'm going to be moving up out of here.
True.
She was like, you ungrateful bastard, you do that. But
yeah, exactly.
Now, if I get your money, who's moving where?
Maybe not, right.
Because she's getting the check.
No. Sorry.
I hope Miss Ruby doesn't do that.
Because that's when she said, how much? And she asked again, like, she's like, oh, I'm finna ball out on this money.
She about to go to jail, though, for fraud.
Right after she goes to Jamaica, though. She gonna make something out that
She
money.
gonna get sober some way in
Weed
jail.
heaven.
Hey.
You said weed heaven?
Yeah, that's what she gonna do. She gonna go buy a whole bunch of,
In Atlanta?
Oh, that's right. She does smoke
somewhere.
and drink. That's right.
She gonna be somewhere lit.
Yeah, she is.
Shout out
Literally.
to Sarah's daily vlog in Jamaica, who is watching us right now. Hey, girl. That ganja, we heard about it. Miss Ruby heard about
That's
it.
so random. Okay.
Sorry. I know that's random, but I am random.
I would want to say, I remember one of Jill, you were making a comment, but I think the two of you were, that Miss Ruby is not gonna like seeing Derek with a non-black girl.
No.
But now I think at the end, whenever she saw Derek though, like making the steps literally to walk towards the girl and then they kissed, I think something changed in Miss Ruby and she was like, you know what, this girl ain't all that bad.
No, I don't think she still thinks she's bad, but she's like, he's walking, so we're gonna see how this plays out. He's a benefit to her.
And she also still mentioned Alex saying like, oh, this is just a little fluke, like they'll be back together.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You know
like,
how
thanks a
people
lot
are.
for ruining this. Yeah, they don't filter. They
don't care.
No.
They call it like that's what she sees, and we aren't, positive that she's wrong in her assessment.
Yeah, I think that they're going to come back together too. I think they just need their time with other people to, do what they need to do, and then they'll be right.
Okay,
back
so
together.
so nobody thinks that Derek is over the girl.
Over Alex?
No.
He's too hurt.
Because how you just gonna lean into somebody else that fast? Like if anything, you need someone to take your attention, because without, who would he have?
Yeah.
His grandma?
Himself.
And he's tired of her, honey. He's tired.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, I am ready to go.
Yeah, he said.
Because he has to be dependent on her. So
I wrote that there was some displaced anger to me, because it's like he was just throwing all this shade at Miss Ruby, but she didn't even say that much.
Right.
I feel like she deserves some shade though.
She said she doesn't have to say a lot, but like what she says is enough to be like, honestly, shut the hell up.
Yeah,
Like,
she's hella rude. Like she's hella rude. But I mean, and it is. We do have to mention that yes, Miss Ruby is older, and so they have a certain type of mindset when it comes to young people, because they just feel like we don't know nothing anyway. Yes. But at the same time, if you feel like
old, black, and southern, she don't give a damn.
Yeah, and then my thing is like, Derek
up,
has contributed to the house, and he's made great steps within his own career. So I feel like Miss Ruby's just taking a total shift towards Derek, which is just so weird to me. And I wish we could find.
You mean like she's more invested?
No, I feel
you
like
mean her anger.
Her anger is.
But I think that you have to consider too that when you shift into a position of a caregiver, right, and a caregiver of that capacity where he's incapacitated, he can't walk, we don't know what functions he has. He might need assistance bathing, those type of things. Sometimes just your frustration in those situations might manifest itself in other ways. So it might just be the stress of everything and you not really having an outlet.
But she really ain't been doing nothing. Alex has been doing everything until old girl came into the play.
Even still,
She
has to pay for it.
Like
But
when
she
it
has
came
to pay
for
for it.
taking care of him physically.
But she has to pay for it financially. I mean,
That's
see what
it.
I'm saying?
And she
But
feels
she
like
get-
that's enough though.
But she getting
Right.
checks sent to the house, and then on top of that, now you getting his check. So what has she really contributed besides giving him a home, which probably she doesn't pay for herself?
Man, you guys, I'm going to caregiving in those situations, and I'm not excusing Miss Ruby because obviously she, she's off glass. She came in there and propped her feet up with good times on, talking about
And
fix
said,
me
y'all
a plate.
make me a plate.
After she just insulted the
Telling
chick.
telling Derek, y'all go ahead and fix me a plate.
What?
Okay,
And he
Derek,
gonna roll up over there and do it.
but do a tumble.
That was
the
not
kitchen.
right.
Derek, you and your little girl, why don't y'all go fix me a plate? What? Well, I don't understand. It's like she went in the kitchen, she ate some stuff, went and sat down and said, now y'all go fix me a plate.
she
You
drunk.
was just in the
She's
kitchen.
drunk up.
I know. That's what I'm like.
And remember, she said her and her boo obviously have been having issues. She's been coming home early from seeing her boo, so
Right.
she might really be mad at Mr. Bo, whomever that is,
that guy.
and taking it out on Derek.
And then one last thing I was thinking is, and I'll take it a little deep, sorry, but she did lose, 2 sons? So, or what was it, her 2 sons? So she is watching Derek go through this situation where he may or may not make out of it. Then Alex's situation happens. She doesn't know if he is. I feel like she's dealing with some emotional, heaviness about it, and she's manifesting it in drinking and then being very angry because drinking makes you angry. That's how I feel.
Well, when I drink, I don't be that angry, though.
You're emotional.
happy?
Your emotions start to
I
show
feel
easier.
And then I go to sleep.
Me
Is
too.
what Miss Ruby needs to do.
I do that with other things. Maybe that's what she needs to. She needs to switch
a
out
nap.
alcohol for that ganja, and then she'll
And
be
take
back
a nap.
She be
and
on the
meditate, and meditate and pray, and then find herself, and then she'll be back.
Amen.
Amen. Well, listen, I know that you guys are in the chat chatting with us, and some of you are listening to this on iTunes. So what we would like to ask you is to remember to leave us 5 stars on iTunes because we're special and we like stars. And this is a star. And then leave
we're
us.
bomb.
Yeah, we're all that. And leave us a thumbs up on YouTube for checking us out. Thank you very much. We appreciate it each and every week.
Yes.
Back to the topics, though.
So now let's get into Andy. It's like Andy versus Maurice, Andy versus Star, Andy versus Simone, Andy versus himself.
Everybody.
I mean, my God.
Andy said, "I don't give a damn."
No,
Okay,
not
was
at
his
all.
day.
Because at the top of the episode, we see him having a discussion with his adoptive, wealthy as hell white
Which is
parents.
a reveal.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm not mad at that. I like the fact that we got to see more of what Andy's life is like. And it seems now more that Star, the show, isn't only about Star, that the girl.
Character.
It's showcasing so many
The
stars
world.
now.
Yeah.
And
you know?
perspectives
And I
of blackness.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, like so many different sides. Like, because I
I think they've already tried that. It
Right.
didn't really curl all the way, but now we're seeing more of it.
Now we're
Yeah.
expanding more into it with, we see Alex with very rich and famous parents, Andy with, financially well-off parents, helped him get into Harvard. They have certain
who are
expectations.
white, which is very
Yeah.
Major.
Yeah.
And they touch on the fact that he's a black child, and they feel like that was taking a risk in
Yeah.
everything else that, in whatever he was going to pursue in life. And they probably felt like, well, we sent you to Harvard, and you're trying to be a musician.
And also pointed out that Andy was the only black person his parents knew. So,
Which is bizarre.
And it's one of those
Which
situations.
is not okay. My
because
God.
it becomes a social experiment at that
Right.
point. Like, oh,
Look at us. We're good white
I can
people.
take care of black kids
Look
and
at
make
our
them
little
not.
black son.
Right.
Look at
Yeah,
his little black
he
ass.
didn't turn out to be a thug, did he?
Yeah.
No, his name's not Jamal.
I think it takes that justification where it's
Andy.
like, not only do I know a black person, like I adopted a black person, so I cannot
raised-
possibly be racist. And it's one of those conversations that need to be had that does not erase it.
Yeah,
That doesn't.
I raised a black
excuse
child,
anyone.
so
Yeah.
I totally understand what oppression
Having
feels
sex
like.
with black people and adopting and having black children does not absolve you of your racism.
It doesn't.
Okay.
White people, okay.
And he obviously is dealing with some inner hate as well because
Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily loves himself because he's not
I think
connecting.
it's self-hate. I don't think that it's
feel like he's
self-hate.
just lost.
I feel that's
Yeah.
what I feel. I feel like he doesn't know
Lost.
who he is because when
Yeah.
they were on the college campus and he was watching all the step shows and the sororities and fraternities, he was like, "Wow, this is great." He was very much
He's like, I
into
should have
it.
went to an HBCU.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you guys are saying.
And then when he had that moment where he was saying, like, I learned from Sammy Davis Jr., I learned from James Brown, like all these
He
people.
had to learn blackness through music.
through
Yeah.
media, which is how white people typically learn blackness and black culture is through media. So I mean, I felt really bad for Andy, but to all the black kids out there that don't necessarily take to what's stereotypically black culture, it's okay. I'm that black kid that likes anime and a lot of like scary non-black things, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. Your blackness is everything.
How did
that
y'all
it
feel
needs to be.
about Star confronting Andy like, don't be mad because you don't know yourself and I'm comfortable in a space
I
like
thought
this?
it was a very interesting point.
I was like, first of all, yeah.
I thought it was an interesting dichotomy. You can go ahead and.
Well, no. Go ahead. I mean, what do you mean? In what sense? Like just of her statement?
Yeah, just like her statement and like, how did y'all feel about a white woman saying that to a black man? You know, you don't feel comfortable, basically saying you don't know yourself and your blackness, and don't be mad at me because I'm comfortable being around all these black people. Like, because it seemed like he was like overcompensating, you know, trying to show that he's so down and he's so black and he's doing the most. It's that, you know, he's questioning his blackness. And he's never had an experience like that at an HBCU, and he wants to be a star. So he was doing the most at
I guess I never felt like it wasn't until this episode where I felt like Andy didn't connect to his blackness, which is odd to me because I'm like, well, does it mean that Andy's uncomfortable with being? Because when has he really shown that he was uncomfortable?
I see. I'm with you. I don't feel that he was uncomfortable with his blackness. I feel that he just had a different aspect of the black experience.
Yeah.
And what I think Star was picking up on is that perhaps she maybe outside of Alex, hasn't been around black people that are from an upper class, you know, type of situation.
Yeah.
So there are some things I think Andy was overcompensating for.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not for the exact reasons that Star pointed out, but I did think that it was a worthwhile conversation to have.
Yeah.
You know, from both sides, because he also told her just because you've had all that black.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting. I'm not discrediting that at all because, like, yes, he had white adoptive parents and he went to Harvard, an opportunity that many black people don't have. But that's still a black experience. That's still his black experience because he is black. But
and then speaking on that, there was a viral, I don't know where some politician had said something about a black student who had just got admitted to Harvard, and he said, "Was it quota or was it?"
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Was it? No, and I mean,
The guy came back with a really nice calm clap
he was
back.
like, no, I was valedictorian. I did this, and this, and I would think that that's
president.
do you
right.
need my transcripts? Because, like,
Well, and then you're just some random person tweeting me about what got me into a prestigious school.
I don't think it was a random person. Wasn't it some type
Even though
of
it was a
government
politician.
official? Yeah.
Well, it was a politician, but I'm saying you're random in regards to his process
Proximity.
of getting
He
into.
doesn't know him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't know him. So I do think it's interesting when black kids have those moments of like affirmative action, because sometimes you do probably think like, okay, what got me this job? Was it just because you needed to fill your quota, or was it like my talent? Right. So I mean, I feel like that's in the back of my mind with a lot of things. Like we have so many programs that are made just for black people, and it's like because typically we don't get hired, and that's unfortunate that you have to question yourself even when you get the
past weekend.
you know, and it's just so many things that black people still have to go through, and even when we do reach a point where we have all these things that are given to us, we still question, okay, was I still good enough? Did you pick me because I was great?
Did I really deserve this?
Yeah. But you know, hey.
Yeah, so during their performance with Take Three's, first of all, my school, like, they never put on concerts like that, though. Like the set design, at University of North Texas, I never seen no concert like that. I was like, oh, must be nice.
Budget.
Well, those big schools, I feel like, because
My school was huge, though, but they still didn't do nothing like that. I was like,
I went to an art
Jealous.
school, so we definitely had concerts, but since mine was not like the typical campus, we didn't have like many. But we had more speakers and stuff like that. But yeah,
same.
Not like
so many public speakers.
Yeah, we didn't have a huge,
God,
but
all
like
the
Florida
lectures.
A&M and like those huge like HBCUs, they like J. Cole like comes out.
They be having performances.
No,
Like,
yeah.
damn.
People like, oh, you about to headline this? Like, oh.
Even
Right.
their step shows are like major,
Live.
thousands of people there.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa. But see, step shows in college are way bigger. At least they used to be compared to someone coming to perform, because that was like, it's like a more or less a talent show for college. So I mean, seeing like the step shows and stuff like that was like, okay, well this is a college campus. But when you bring out like huge stars to come, it's like to come perform, it's like, ooh, okay, like that is a big budget for sure.
Do y'all believe Andy's the reason why the CD skipped?
Yes.
Do you think he really?
definitely.
Well, wait 1 second.
Ooh.
Can we just go back for a second? Because Andy was acting reckless when they were outdoors at the thing selling their merch. Can we talk about Tammy? Say, little bitch.
Tallahassee Tammy?
Tallahassee Tammy.
I was gonna get to that,
Oh,
but
sorry,
I wanted
sorry,
to. I
sorry.
was gonna skip because
Okay.
that was for her and with Noah.
Well, I wanted to say really quick before we moved on, for sure, that I just recognized that kind of explains why Andy has always been an intern, but at the same time, he's pretty bossy, right? Like, he will be telling people what to do.
So he has some privilege.
He has that privilege, like, have you guys noticed? Remember them saying, like, you're just
Ivy
an
League
intern.
privilege.
Like, why are you acting like this? And he'd be like, well, but without me, you wouldn't have this information. Like, he's very just forward, and I think it's because of that privilege.
That Ivy League
It's one thing to have
privilege.
confidence, but it's
And,
another thing to have, like,
you know-
this ego. Like, dude, we can replace you.
But maybe not if my parents are wealthy white people who got me here.
But do they really support him even working in the industry? They didn't support him having a music career.
They said that what they said was you need to hang on to your internship.
Yeah.
And if you lose that internship,
We're cutting you off.
we're cutting you off.
Now
So
he is
basically,
cut
stay, make sure that you are doing something that can build up skills that you can use once this phase wears off.
So no support system.
I mean, it happens and you do what you do. My parents did not support my dream in that aspect financially. They did, but, the dreams of wanting to be on this side, why?
Right.
What?
Go to school.
Plan
Right.
B should
Yeah.
be your plan A.
Which is weird though, since you're from out here.
But
I
my
think
parents are not. Like, so they were not. They,
Where are your parents from?
My we talked about this last week, guys. My dad was from Texas. My parents are deceased now, but my dad's were from Texas and my mom's was from Mississippi. So, they moved out here during the, migration here or whatever. So they, were looking for fundamentals. Education had got them to a certain status and they believed that that's where my focus should be. No shade.
which is most
I was going to ask you all about that. Like, did you all have those types of conversations with your parents where they were so worried about you, but it's not that they didn't care, but maybe they don't see or understand your vision the way that you do. And, you know what I
100%,
mean?
Yeah. I mean, my
Yeah.
mom is a lot more understanding than my dad is. My dad's like, you can come home right now and live with us forever.
I
and
hate
you're
that.
fine.
It's so
it's actually very
discouraging
sweet, though.
too. But
It's sweet, but at the same time,
the same time, it's like, Dad,
it's
no.
still a backhanded, I think you're amazing, but do we really need to do this?
I think
it's
that
like a
it's
phase.
fear
I think
based.
sometimes children feel it translates to them like, okay, but you don't think that I'm good enough. You don't think that I can
Right.
do
And
it.
I don't think that
Exactly.
it's necessarily always that with parents. I think
Yeah.
sometimes it's fear-based because they know that the odds are really high. It's a lot of sacrifice and it's really hard. And they're thinking about
My
you
baby,
from my baby. I
protect
want to
you.
protect you from that rejection and things like
Well, and
that.
it's also because they would never think to do it. They would never think, okay, for you, like the people who flew out here and like literally started all the way over. I mean, that's incredible.
It
and
is.
to not have anyone. I mean, like for me, like all I had was my line sister here, and I told her the year before I came, hey, I'm just letting you know I'll be on your couch for however long until I get my space, and then and you
I
keep it
had
pushing.
nobody.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like.
yeah.
You move out here and you do whatever you do, and I feel like that's where parents should be proud of, is the fact that your child, whether it works or not, the fact that your child was willing to take a risk for what they
Yes.
loved, that in itself, and that's how my mom feels. She's very like, honestly, girl, I'm glad that you fighting for something that you love. And my dad's like, look, I mean, if it don't work out, you got a bed at home. Yeah, and that's just you got to take it for what it is. Because
Honestly, that's my motivation because I don't want to go back to my mama's house.
exactly okay.
And
But I do want my bills paid though.
I know it's like I love my mom dearly. They have a big house, but like I don't want to go back. I can't go back yet.
Yeah.
here,
I got
you
something to
doing
prove.
Yeah. So okay. Star was really pissed off though about their CD skipper. She went out. She slashed some damn tires though.
And I'm here for it.
Her and Andy had been her and Andy were beefing the whole episode. Remember, he was talking about her
course.
tiggle bitties in the people's faces, and they had that little thing.
She was calling him Munchkin, Keebler Elf, and
But
You know a man's ego is
so well. Too bad.
Don't do that.
You don't
Star.
come.
short
It's-
men hate when you call them short, and she knew exactly that button to
Yep.
push.
And Star's like, and what I love about Star though is she's very candid about who she is. It's like my stuff's already on Front Street, so what can you really throw at me that I don't like?
And she owns it too. She was
She
like,
does.
duh.
Right.
She opened up her shirt some more when he told
She
her
said,
that.
I don't
push him
care.
up.
Yes.
Okay. Because then from there, I mean, it was just like a domino effect. I'm like, where is this gonna end? Because then Andy came out, he was yelling at her, called her all types of hoe and bitch.
And Star
then-
looking like a killer with the knife. I
and
mean,
then
she didn't
Angel,
just.
Angel
that was
called
a bit
her a
much.
bitch too. And then at one point, someone was like, "Listen, you can't talk to my sister that way."
Because that's my sister.
And I'm like, this is issue number one. This is gonna consistently be an issue. Like their marriage ain't gonna make it, but I'm like, this is gonna be one of the biggest. Girl, you know they're not.
Poor
gonna make it.
Angel.
But my thing
Sorry.
is, how is it that all these men still feel so threatened by these women? Because this is like how many times that they tried
Because
to
they're
sabotage
not
them.
as good.
Because they feel like they they need to be put in their place.
Girl, they're such a distraction.
Wait, unpack that. What do you mean?
Well, yeah.
I mean, I feel like usually when you see men acting like that and whatever, it's like, yeah, okay, you're nice, you got a little bit of thing, but you're getting beside yourself. You need to recognize that you don't know as much as you think you know, or
don't think too much of yourself.
Yeah, they want to put you in a place where, you know, you aren't dominating. You
humble you.
Don't. Yeah, that's exactly. They want to humble you. Don't think that you can take this over. Don't think that you're a star. Don't think that you're really winning.
But
it's
I
only
am.
because,
And that's
yeah.
and it's like it's a constant competition that we're seeing.
Yeah.
Like, quite literally, they're competing, you know, in certain events. But at the same time, like, I don't think this friendly competition is really all that friendly.
I don't
like
either.
Noah is really coming for their necks, and he doesn't really care about Alex.
You don't
Angel,
think he cares about Alex?
Kind of, but it's career and then it's Alex. Like, that's what he really wants.
I feel
Alex
like-
makes him look good. She's great,
Yeah.
like arm candy,
Wow, true.
but no.
I feel like she's fueling something in him. I don't know if it's the competition or what, but just like he said at the top of the episode, he had banged out 7 songs and things like that. So his
And he was
creative
never doing
juices-
that before.
Right, his creative energy is flowing for, you know,
It's
whatever
like,
reason.
but see, and that's what I don't like about not all men, but a lot of men. It's like you have to feed this ego that's just constant. Like, why do I have to be with you for you to want to bang out 7 songs? I need you to want your career more than I do. Like, and that's what I
Why
like
do I
about
want
Take.
more for you right now?
Exactly. Like with Take 3, it's like, no, I'm hungry. I want this. I'm trying to win. Right. For y'all got to sabotage my concert in order for y'all to shine. Like, you look goofy. And it's just like when he was, put that radio up in front of everybody at the,
I'm like, what are you doing?
it's like, boy, like you're
Hater.
You are a hater. And on top of that, if you were such of a man, why do you feel intimidated by 3 women? Girl.
Ooh,
sis.
listen, look, we all got questions and we need answers.
Doing it.
But what I will say is, it's the company, it's the label. Not promoting unity within the label, like you guys said, making all these friendly competitions, and then also
these showcases.
just the way that the way they did Noah and Alex. I'm sorry, but that just was the beginning of a
Messy
whole,
boots.
Messy boots. That's what it was. It was the beginning of a whole entire problem. So I just want them to get it together.
So I think we've talked a lot about Andy, and I think it's time for us to move into Alex and how I think like with Noah, of course it comes with his career. He's a handsome man. He's dark skinned. He sings so well. Of course the women are gonna want to go after him, and I feel like it really sucks that Alex is also on tour. But like, duh, of course at Tallahassee Tammy is gonna be on your man, girl.
Did you see my DM? I liked when Star was like, "Hey, little bitch."
No.
Right?
I was like,
real.
whoa.
I didn't expect her to throw the phone at that girl head though.
Alex came with the
I was
heat
like,
first.
that's an assault.
Yeah, come
And
on.
she really should
there's
have beat you down, to be for real. Because
And there's cameras all the way around. We don't need you going to jail, Star.
and she's cell talking, because how you gonna throw something at somebody knowing that security's about to cover you up? Like, girl, that was soft.
like,
that
that's
was hella
cute.
soft, because you knew
That was easy for you.
It was okay. It was hella easy,
Y'all
because she
trying to
would've
act like
no,
Star is not
Star's
about that
about it.
life. You know Star's about that
she
life.
grab a knife. You grab a knife, but are you throwing hands? Because you wanted to. You. We'll see. Let's have it. When has it happened?
She know how to swing that knife.
I do want receipt. This knife, but okay, but let's throw hands. How you gonna be pulling out a knife because you ready to fight a grown man because you know you wouldn't be able to handle a man on your own? That's fair, whatever. But you slashing tires, like you said, it is an assault.
Yeah.
So
do y'all think that Alex is really gonna last though?
No, no.
Alex can't handle
Unfortunately,
it.
no.
Mm-mm.
I
Alex
mean,
can't handle
he really cares about her. He came to support her. He did the announcing of the group, My Baby's group, Take 3. People were like, who? And they came out with the acapella and the step team. That
Shout
was
out
cool.
to Jodeci. The name of the episode, by the way, was The Set and the After Party. You know, because Jodeci's 3rd album, The Show, The After Party, The Hotel.
Give us that
The
knowledge,
Show, The After
Jill.
Party, The Hotel. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
So, I mean, he said, there's no other woman for me but you. And she seemed like she really believed him. She fell into his arms almost like she used to do with Derek. But it's not
Well,
the
she
same.
can't fall in his arms anymore.
You know
She
what?
can. His arms.
She can.
She can.
Are really quick, are we going to talk about Natalie?
Yes, because yes, that's tea too.
Go ahead.
Go on, Megan Good, coming through.
No, I
with your
definitely
ex.
was.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it really sucks. It's a whole nother type of a competition right now, and I don't know if I'm like, is Carlotta gonna try and fight for Maurice, or is she gonna be like, honestly, this ain't even worth it?
I liked how Carlotta was handling it, though.
She did. No, she
like,
did a good
look,
job.
this is about my business. What y'all had in the past, that's it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna come up here and intimidate me, little bones.
Okay.
Eyebrow.
I don't think she really cares that much for Maurice right now.
Because
She
Megan looks good. Megan's beautiful. That's not shade.
Yeah.
She gave him an ultimatum, honey. She said if this happens again, we're going to have a problem.
Right.
So I don't think that she's that invested in the relationship. She's being very sister with Natalie. So I feel like she's like, look, why don't we just come together and just do this? Like, forget Maurice, but if he doesn't want to jump on the boat, goodbye.
I knew Natalie was gonna try it though. Like as soon as the episode ended,
because Megan good. Like she plays the girl that
she's
tries
sexy.
it.
Yes, and for a moment though, I was like, okay, Maurice. I really don't care for Maurice like that. I feel like that's.
I don't like them together.
Yeah, me neither for several reasons. But like with Natalie, I don't know. I like seeing them together. Not that she'll be like an ever growing character, but I was fine. I just think Maurice. In that moment when you see somebody creeping up, this is when men get in trouble.
Right.
That's when you get up. You don't sit in the seat and wait for her to seduce you.
Okay, why do men do that? Whenever there's somebody else, some girl on them, they be like, but I ain't doing that. And like that's the problem. You're not doing anything. Like you can tell her to back off physically, or you need to walk away. But you standing there and taking it and letting her touch on you is a part of the problem.
And she's
kinda
literally
feeling it.
And she's
dummy.
exactly
He's kinda feeling it.
And she's
Of
literally
course.
telling you that if you don't get down, I'm not gonna give you any of the resources that you
It
want.
was a Me Too movement. I mean, a Me Too moment.
It was.
You cannot be touching on men.
And she knows the buttons to push too with Carlotta because she was like, he likes the girls that he works with. She's like, I know. So
And then she goes, it was good, huh?
It was good, ain't it?
It was good, ain't it?
Push the buttons. Oh, Miss Shay, for you, Rocky, she said that Star beat up Paris Jackson when she was a social media person. So she threw hands. So pew, pew, pew.
She beat her up. Didn't she slap her?
Beat up though.
She threw hands. That
It's
was
the show
hands.
Star.
It wasn't
They
a
have
knife.
Okay,
Nobody been beating up nobody really.
Right.
So, everybody's been killing everybody and electrocuting and like stabbing and everything else.
Okay, and that's look. I'm not
Now
saying
Brody will throw hands. Her daddy will throw hands.
Jackson will
Jackson will
shout
throw
out
hands.
to
Jackson. Shout out to Jackson.
Jill got a whole boo now.
Jackson,
Jack, he said, what, bro? I'm the white trash, bro.
We were like, is he
Stand
from
up
LA?
for your boo, Jackson. That's what I'm
trash,
saying.
Right. And
He's
I
like, come at me, bro.
Oh, what
I'm
do
the
you
one.
mean, bro? I am the white trash, bro. Right. Like,
And he
what's
was so
good?
big. Andy was looking up at him like, well, let me just go ahead and
I was like, I don't think I want to. I'm gonna sit down.
I'm just going. All right.
But
Miss Shay, we don't hate on Star. We love Star.
Okay, we
Star
only
is
got a
fun to
couple
talk
more
about.
minutes left, and I
She's
want to
very
get through
beautiful.
to our special Carlotta's wig review.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, real quick.
Carlotta's wig review. We said we was gonna come up with a song, but they didn't have one.
We
so-
didn't.
Hey, now.
We'll work on it.
Okay, well, let me just tell you guys. I just want to do my part first, please.
Go ahead.
Today's wig was the pink. You know, because first she had on a regular wig. You guys, I can't name those. Those are just they have real names on the tag when you buy them. But this was
the names that let you get a job,
right?
Yeah,
The names that let you get a job,
you get
like
a job
Karen,
with this wig. Yeah, the Karen.
Susan.
Yeah.
Okay, so but Auntie Flo was tonight.
Oh.
Auntie Flo. Her real name is Florine. She collects money at all family gatherings. Money that's been owed to her, money that's owed to others, money that grandmama paid for people's colleges and things. She likes to come and tell you, what are you doing with that degree? Also, she will check anyone, including your boyfriend, your friends, if they sit on the bed, if they go in a room with the door closed. She don't play that.
Okay.
All right? And she can't really cook, but you better eat her food. She don't play that.
yeah.
Oh, wait, one more thing. She listens to 90s hip hop and only gospel. That's her two genres.
Okay. That's it for her.
Okay.
And that's it for
Flo.
Carlotta's wig.
I live.
Life.
You can tell a lot from a wig.
So our fans, let's do a couple shout outs because y'all are chatting
Y'all are in there.
us.
Shout out to Lily Hines, makeup by Maya. Like I said, Miss Shay, we're not hating. Xavier, shout out to you. You guys stay in the chat. Keep us lit. We love it. We appreciate it. Don't forget to hit us up on social media too for your shout outs.
Talk to us. We don't have any news and gossip at
Denise
the moment.
Miller. Oh, I do. I
real
do.
quick,
Real,
okay.
real quick. Solly Daniels on Instagram.
TV News.
So, real quick, Solly Daniels on Instagram. He returned to Instagram to announce that Star and Empire are the #1 and #2 shows for African American viewers across all of TV. So, shout out to both of those shows. Congratulations
And
on
Lee
that.
Daniels, because you make it poppin'.
Amen.
And
Hey, Lee.
that's great. I think we would absolutely love to be on the #1 shows for African Americans. That would be so great.
Reminder,
you guys.
message.
Yes, you know we're available. I'll pack my stuff up and I'll go to Atlanta, honey.
Okay, do some
Look,
step shows and
look.
everything. We
Who's
got
available?
TV.
Show of hands. Jill, you're not available?
I'm available. Okay. I was moving slow. I'm sorry. I'm available.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into predictions. So Jill, to start with you again.
Listen.
Come on, these sound effects.
I know.
Your AfterBuzz
Shout out to Josh
TV.
or Anthony. We're not sure who's in the booth
Josh
right
is.
now.
Yeah, oh, right.
First of all.
Ow. So my predictions are next week's episode is going to be a killer. I don't know if you saw the previews, but we trying to figure out what's going on with Noah and Rose.
Girl.
So all I know is larceny, heartbreak, drama next week. That's it. Simple.
Go ahead.
I think, okay, so I was kind of with you on it. I don't know if it's a dream or not.
I said that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if
looks
it's a
real.
dream
I'm like,
or
that's a
not.
sequence.
But it did seem very real. But honestly, the only prediction that I have right now is with Maurice. I do think that I think Carlotta's going to walk in right when they're about to do something, and then they're going to cut ties. And then I feel like the concert's going to be shut down because then now he's going to get mad, and it's going to be a whole.
And they're going to have to stay.
Right.
Start all over in Atlanta. Oh.
Ooh, that's juicy. If they got to start all over, I mean, they're gonna start all over and never leave again.
No.
But I'm gonna predict that Noah is falling in love with Alex, but he does not know how to love. He is a former drug addict who, by the way, was looking a little rough today, baby. Come on, get that together. Yes, and I also think that Andy is going to get together with Cassie and discover his love for a strong and different kind of black woman, and I think he's gonna get involved with them pills.
$200,000.
He's gonna get involved with those pills and a new kind of black woman, and to discover more of his blackness.
We didn't get to discuss that, but yeah, Cassie was trying to get Miss Bruce to move that weight through the salon, and Miss Bruce was like, I'm not doing it. No illegal things.
Nope.
I'm so glad. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yeah, because why would we do that?
So I think Derek and Mariela are gonna get a little bit closer. Like I said, I think Miss Ruby is definitely gonna be more accepting though. Like, how can you hate the woman that helped your grandson to walk? Like,
So Dariella, y'all.
is it Mariela?
Mariela.
Oh, Dariela,
With
right?
the M.
Right.
But I mean, you said it with the
I got
accent.
I got it. Dariella.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cotton, she's going to continue to rekindle her relationship with Keisha. I don't know how much we'll see of the son. The Big Easy, in the preview, we definitely saw Miss Bruce, like,
We going
lighting
to
up
Mardi
the
Gras,
club.
boo.
Singing.
So I'm ready to see that. I think that's going to be, I feel like it's going to be my favorite sequence. And then Hayel and his heart issues. I think that's going to definitely become like...
It's like, go figure, you have heart issues.
And let's talk about Hayel.
The life you live, you have
Right.
heart issues.
Oh
man.
my God.
Real quick, Hayel talking about I still want to hit that to Carlotta.
Oh, stop.
But you could still get it, boy.
guys,
and you still
stop.
getting these drugs.
I wrote down that Hayel is still hoeing and popping pills.
Man,
And it's
rock
like-
star lifestyle. Might don't make it.
He might don't. So we need to wrap up. Where can we find you, girl?
Hey, I'm Jill Munroe. You guys follow me at Stiletto Jill. Hit me up. Jump in the DMs. It's Stiletto Jill everywhere.
Yes.
And my name is Raquel Harris everywhere, and you can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
Hey, I'm Shawna O. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at DShawna O. And tonight on Riverdale, right here on AfterBuzz TV.
What's going on, y'all? I'm your lead host again, Ivanna Williams. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams. And follow me on Instagram. I need to get my Instagram followers up. Ivanna.Williams. Thank you all so much again for the Star After Show for AfterBuzz TV. Yes. Bye.
We love y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.